welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. And it is Debt Free Friday, so we are talking about our current financial goals and what progress we made this week towards them. So we are currently working on our home maintenance fund and a Roth IRA. If you guys have been around here for a while, you know that we're focusing on our Roth IRA right now. And then we also have our home maintenance fund, which is just a fund that we wanted to basically just build up to a good point for our house. We recently purchased a house in August. And so we basically completely drained our savings, our house savings. We still have emergency savings, but we pretty much completely drained, well, we actually did completely drain our house fund to buy the house, and like with all the expenses that came with that. I posted more about that a few Debt Free Fridays ago. I think it was like the end of September that I had posted that video where I went into depth on exactly how much moving costs and like everything like that. So if you want to check that out, I will try to remember what video that is and post it in a card above for you guys to check out. But we are refilling that amount. We had set a goal of $5,000 for our home maintenance fund, which felt like a good starting point and a good amount of money to just have in savings for anything that were to come up for our house or even any improvements that we want to do down the line. So that is our secondary goal for right now. And then, like I said, we are focusing heavily on my Roth IRA for 2022 because we do want to max that out so we can get a fresh start in 2023 with hopefully either mine or my husband's Roth IRA for the year of 2023. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, our home maintenance fund is a $5,000 goal. We started this week at exactly $3,000. If you were around last week, I had just made sure that we got to that $3,000 point because we were so close. So I just kind of rounded it up and put a little bit more than I had planned in just to meet that awesome round milestone. This week we put $150 into our home maintenance fund, and that brings our total to $3,150, and that is at 63%. So we are doing really well in this goal, but like I said, it's definitely going to slow down, and hopefully our Roth will overtake it with percentages soon because we are focusing more so on that goal. This is honestly just kind of like a secondary goal. We weren't initially planning on purchasing a house so quickly, but just the way that things ended up working out, we ended up buying the house earlier in the year than we thought we were going to. So it worked out perfectly. The timing was awesome, but yes, it just kind of messed up my annual goals, honestly. And it was kind of frustrating for that sake because I had set up this, $25,000 house goal, and it was going to be like a year-long goal. And then it ended up kind of being tarnished by when we bought the house. So this is just kind of my way of making up the house fund goal that we originally had and kind of just creating a newer goal. So we have left $1,850 for the year. So we are now in November, which is crazy. This is the first Debt Free Friday of November, and it's just wild to think that there's only 2 more months in the year. I mean, less than 2 months now. So I'm just trying to focus on trying to finish these goals off so that we can start 2023 fresh with a new set of goals. I'm so excited. I have a lot of videos planned for you guys for December, and I will be attempting to do Debt Free December again. If you guys were around last year, we actually became debt free on December 31st. And yes, we did Debt Free December last year. It was 3 videos a week instead of 2. So I'm going to do my absolute best this year to maintain that schedule in December. I just think it's super fun. December is one of my favorite months of the year. So it's really exciting for me to film extra in those months and just get some extra content up for you guys. I know a lot of you guys live in similar climates to mine. I know I typically watch a lot more YouTube in the winter because I'm stuck in the house. So it's always fun to have a lot of new content to watch. So look forward to Debt Free December coming soon in the next few weeks, and I will definitely be posting videos about our 2023 goals, and I'm so excited to film those videos. So our Roth IRA, we had started this week at $3,475, and that was at 57%. This week we sent $140. This is a little bit of a lighter week for us because we had some bills that had come up earlier in the month. So hopefully the rest of the month we'll have a little bit more going towards the Roth IRA, but for this week we just didn't have a ton extra in our account to be putting towards this, which is totally fine. So we did 140. I picked 2 icons off my chart, which you'll see in a minute. I did a $25 icon and a $115 icon for this week. For the rest of the year, I believe I'll be picking 3 a week instead of 2. So that's so that we can get caught up and hopefully finish this by December 31st. So $140 for this week, and that brings our total to $3,615, and that is at 60%. So we hit that 60% milestone this week, which is really exciting. Left to put into our Roth IRA for the 2022 goal is $2,385. So let's talk about side hustle income for a minute. But first, I actually wanted to discuss something that I had talked about on my channel probably about a year ago. And I had mentioned to you guys that I was thinking about switching to Mint Mobile, and I never ended up doing it. I was too nervous. And so actually recently, a couple of months ago, my husband brought it up again because he kept seeing commercials for it. And he was like, why don't I try it? So my husband actually switched to Mint Mobile a couple of months ago, and he has been really enjoying it. So I am planning on switching here eventually. I just need to like figure that out. I'm just kind of dragging my feet a little bit, but for honestly no reason. He has had excellent service in our area, and since we moved, we actually have better service through Mint than at our previous house, because one of the reasons that we didn't switch previously was because it looked like the service wasn't super great in our old town that we lived in. We lived pretty close to where we used to live, but for whatever reason, it seems like we have way better service here, or maybe they just have more towers now or something like that. But he has been loving it. I will leave a link in the pinned comment if you guys want to check out Mint. If you use the referral link that I have in that comment, it gives you, I think, $15 for your renewal if you do renew with Mint after your introductory period. So definitely use that link if you want to get a little bit of extra money off. He is doing the unlimited plan, which has been working out great for him. It's $30 a month, which is awesome. He used to pay $70. So you guys will see that reflected in my future budget videos and budget recap videos that I'm doing. So check out that soon. But yes, if you guys want to check out Mint Mobile, I definitely recommend it. I will be switching myself soon. And yeah, he's been really enjoying it, and we have definitely been enjoying the savings every single month so far. So check that out if you're interested. Not really super related to side hustle income, but a little bit, because now we have a little bit extra in our budget every single month that we can send to our financial goals. So for side hustle income this week, you guys will be so proud of me, because the first item we have is $29.25 from Surveys on the Go. You guys, I was talking about this last week if you were here last week, and I finally re-downloaded and returned on my notifications for Surveys on the Go. So I am really excited about that, because I'm earning money again through Surveys on the Go. So $29.25. I had a food log survey that was $20. So that was the majority of it. And then just some random surveys. So yes, so excited to be back on Surveys on the Go, but I've been trying to not put pressure on myself to like do all of the surveys, because I used to like seriously do all of the surveys. And so now I'm just trying to be more casual about it and just being like, okay, you know, if I have a free minute and I want to do it, I will do it, but I don't feel like I need to, or I don't feel pressured. So that's kind of the take that I'm doing now with Surveys on the Go, but I was very excited to cash that out this week. Super awesome. So that's our first source of side hustle income. And then the only other thing we had was $626 from Upside. I've talked about Upside a lot on my channel before. I've been cashing out like every month-ish. I don't make a lot of income from this. It's just cash back from gas, and we honestly don't really get gas that much, so I don't get a ton of income from this, but anything helps, and I feel like Upside is a really easy app to use. You just scan your receipt, and it just gives you cash back through the app for your gas that you purchase at select locations. I did get a comment a couple of weeks ago that someone said that they had noticed that Upside only had some of the more expensive gas stations, and I definitely don't want you guys to use it if that's the case for you. I have been paying attention to that. I haven't noticed it in my area. So if you use Upside, please let me know in the comments down below if you have noticed that. Obviously, I always go wherever the gas is the cheapest. So if it's cheapest with the Upside app, the gas stations that the Upside app has, then I go there. But if I see it cheaper, I would definitely not use that. So I would never recommend something to you guys that like would not actually save you money. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. And I don't know, I've never noticed it myself personally, but we also don't have a ton of gas stations where I live. So yeah, it's not like I have a ton of options anyways, but definitely just pay attention to that. I wanted to call that out because I thought that was a great comment, and I would never want you guys to overpay for something just for the sake of getting cash back. Like, that doesn't make sense. So just pay attention in your area, especially if you live in like a really metro area and you have like a lot of gas stations. That might be why that is the case. So total for this week is $35.51. So I'm really happy about that. I'm excited for 2023. I'm really hoping to do a little bit more of a focus on side hustle income again. It's just been really challenging with working full time and having 3 kids and all of the other things that we do on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure you guys can relate. I feel like everyone is so busy, especially this time of year. So I'm trying to take it easy the next few months still with side hustle income and not like over pressure myself. But then hopefully in January, I will kind of get like reignited in the side hustle income. So that is all I have for you guys for this week. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my trackers and then I will come back to close out the video.
Gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so
All right, so that's all I have for you guys for this week. I can't believe that there's only a few more Debt-Free Fridays of 2022. It feels crazy. And as I see our Roth IRA tracker fill up, I'm just like, wow, this year is almost over. I can't believe it. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and I will see you back here on Tuesday with another video. Bye guys.